One thing that I learned this year about myself in math is that I need to spend more time on it. I need to spend more time studying formulas and concepts in math because it really cannot be mastered without knowing those formulas and concepts. One thing that I will not forget from this year in math is the unit circle. The unit circle will be key in the future as I move on to calculus and doing well. I'll remember how to create this circle and measure the degrees and remember the radian values. One thing that I liked this year in math was the sine and cosine graphs. The sine graph starts at 0, goes to 1 at pi over 2, back to 0 at pi, to negative 1 at 3 pi over 2, and back to 0 at 2 pi. For the cosine graph, it starts at 1, goes to 0 at pi over 2, to negative 1 at pi, 0 at 3 pi over 2, and back to 1 at 2 pi. One thing that I did not like this year was using sine, the law of sine, to find angle measures and side lengths in triangles. Say you have a triangle with the side length A equals 10, the angle A equals 50, the angle C and the angle C equals 70. The way you would find the remaining angles and side lengths is you set up proportions. If you have a full proportion with one side length and an angle, and then you have another side length or angle, you can figure out the rest of the side lengths and angles. So what you would do, you take the sine of 50, which is the angle A, over the side length of A, which is 10. So what you do, and then you equal that to the sine of 70, which is the other angle that you have. So you have sine of 50 over 10 equals sine of 70 over C. And then you cross multiply, and you have 10 sine 70 over 10 sine 70 equals C sine 50. When you divide both sides by sine 50, you get C equals 10 sine 70 over sine 50. When you put that in a calculator, C is approximately 12.27. Then you do the same thing for finding the other side lengths and angles. Since you know that angle A equals 50 and angle C equals 70, you know that angle B equals 60 degrees. When you set up the proportion sine 50 over 10 equals sine 60 over B, you get 10 sine 60 equals B sine 50. After dividing both sides by sine 50, you get B equals 10 sine 60 over sine 50. And putting that in a calculator, you get B equals approximately 11.31. And this is the final triangle after using the law of sines to find angles and side lengths.